As an individual athlete, I train day in and out to be the best in the country, the best in Europe, and the best in the world. The best in the country and one of the best in Europe I could manage, but there was a big gap between me and elite athletes from Africa, the United States, and a lot of Caribbean islands. My 100-meter time, my fast 100-meter time, placed me around number 75 in the world. But as Gordon said, I went to almost every major championship. I went to 3 Olympics, made 2 Olympic finals, and even won a bronze medal at the World Championships. So being number 75 in the world, how did I pull this off? Well, I didn't do it alone. I did it in the form of a team, a relay team, the Dutch relay team. I'm the guy in the back. Haven't noticed. We were 4 guys, about the same level as me. Individually, we could not compete against these elite athletes, but in the form of a team, we were top of the world, competing against these exact same athletes, elite athletes. Let me show you that in this graph. Here you see the seasonal best times of the 4 fastest Dutch runners, 10:25 till 10:48. Here you see the American times. Well, you don't have to be a mathematician to see that this is faster than that individually. If I add up these seasonal best times, you'll see that there's still a big difference between the Dutch and the Americans. Now I'll show you the actual relay time that we ran in 2008. Well, the difference is much less, correct? Both of these times would make any championship final. If I subtract the seasonal best time with the relay time, you see why we were much more competitive as a team. You know, we gained much more time on the exchanges, on working together. So, but this was a very hard process. It was we trained for months to get these exchanges right, and those changes, those months of training were actually the easiest. The hardest part was in the beginning of the season, when we trained. We went we had this first session in a room just like this, with 6 guys, 4 sprinters, 2 alternates. And you have to remember, track and field is an individual sport. So we were each other #1 rivals, correct? And sprinters have big egos. And our coaches have even bigger egos, so they had to be at the meetings too. And there was one more important person in that room, and that was our head coach, because he had to get everybody on the same page. He had to make it clear that before we left the room, one thing had to be very important to us, that the whole can be greater than the sum of its parts. Yeah. And well, that those didn't stay unnoticed. Those results that we had didn't stay unnoticed. People from other countries started copying our techniques and improved their times as well. Also, the younger athletes, the younger generations, they didn't have to do those sessions, those hard sessions anymore, because they already knew what track and field, what relay could mean for their careers after what we had to go through. You know, the collaboration even goes further with Curacao and Holland now. Last month, there was another relay team, Dutch relay team, that made the final with 4 sprinters from Curacao. Yeah. So, but for us, we were 4 rivals, becoming a team. Until this day, we're still best friends. So, with good collaboration, everything is possible. Thank you.